Hello everybody. Today we are going to check Unit 9, A Good Education. As you know, on the first slide we have here some vocabulary. Let's check them. The first word here educationalist. Educationalist is someone who knows a lot about ways of teaching and learning. Educationalist, someone who knows a lot about ways of teaching and learning. The next word, author. Author is someone who has written a book. Author, someone who has written a book. Orphan. Orphan is a child whose parents are both dead. Orphan, a child whose parents are both dead. Orphanage. Orphanage, a large house where children who are orphans live and are taken care of. Orphanage, a large house where children who are orphans live and are taken care of. Governess. Governess is a female teacher in the past who lived with a rich family and taught their children at home. One more time, governess, a female teacher, a female teacher in the past who lived with a rich family and taught their children at home. The next word, employee. Employee is someone who is paid to work for someone else. Someone who is paid to work for someone else. Employer. Employer, a person, company, or organization that employs people. So employer is a person, company, or organization that employs people. Energetic. Energetic, having or needing a lot of energy or determination. Having or needing a lot of energy or determination. Critical. Critical, according to critics who give judgments about art, film, theater, and books. Critical, according to critics who give judgments about art, films, theater, and books. The next word, oppose. Oppose, to disagree with something such as a plan or idea and try to prevent it from happening or succeeding. So oppose is to disagree with something such as a plan or idea and try to prevent it from happening or succeeding. The next word, bully. Bully is someone who uses their strength or power to frighten or hurt someone who is weaker. Bully, someone who uses their strength or power to frighten or hurt someone who is weaker. The next one, consequence. Consequence. Consequence, something that happens as a result of a particular action or set of conditions. Consequence, something that happens as a result of a particular action or set of conditions. Relation. Relation, it may mean a connection between two or more things or a member of your family. So, relation means a connection between two or more things or a member of your family. Keen. Keen means wanting to do something or wanting something to happen very much. So keen, wanting to do something or wanting something to happen very much. The next one, appreciate. Appreciate is to understand how serious or important a situation or problem is, or what someone's feelings are. So, one more time, we have two definitions here for this word, or two sentences here to give the meaning of this word, appreciate. Appreciate is to understand how serious or important a situation or problem is or what someone's feelings are. The next meaning is that we can use appreciate to thank someone in a polite way or to say that you are grateful for something they have done. Appreciate is used to thank someone in a polite way or to say that you are grateful for something they have done. The next word, regard. Regard means respect and admiration for someone or something. Respect and admiration for someone or something. The next word, friendless. Friendless, having no friends and no one to help you. Having no friends and no one to help you. And the last word here, wealth. Wealth means a large amount of money, property that a person or country owns. A large amount of money, property that a person or country owns. Let's move to the next slide. We have here the prepositions. The first one here was born into. Was born into, for example, she was born into a musical family. She was born into a musical family. The next preposition here, away, send away. Send away to tell someone that he's fired. Send away to tell someone that he is fired. Then we have kind to or kind of. Kind to and kind of. Kind to, we use kind to say or do things that show that you care about other people and want to help them or make them happy. For example, they have been very kind to me. They have been very kind to me. But kind of is one of the different types of a person or thing that belong to the same group. For example, the flowers attract several different kinds of insects. The next preposition, for instance. For instance, for example. The next one, right for. Right for, the right thing is the one that is most suitable or effective. The next preposition, round, come round. This is a phrasal verb, means to go to a place where someone is, especially their house, in order to visit them. To go to a place where someone is, especially their house, in order to visit them. For example, why don't you come round after work? Why don't you come round after work? The next one, keep on. Keep on, to continue doing something. Keep on is to continue doing something. And the last preposition here, down, get down. Get down, to make someone feel sad or lose hope. To make someone feel sad or lose hope. Now let's check these expressions here. The first expression, a boarding school. A boarding school is a school where students live as well as study. A boarding school, it is a school where students live as well as study. The next one, keep in touch with. Keep in touch with is to continue to talk or write to someone. Keep in touch with, to continue to talk to or write to someone. The opposite is lose touch with. Lose touch with. The next one, do online courses. Do, we use here the verb do. Do online courses. The next one, now and then. Now and then, from time to time. Now and then. Run a business. Run a business. Run here is to organize or be in charge of an activity, business, organization, or country. So run here means to organize or be in charge of an activity, business, organization, or country. Run a business. Make effort to try something. Make effort. Make electricity. Make electricity, to generate electricity or produce electricity. Homeschool children. Homeschooled children. Homeschooled here means to teach school subjects to one's children at home. To teach school subjects to one's children at home. And the last expression here, from my point of view. From my point of view. Point of view is own personal opinion or attitude about something. Own personal opinion or attitude about something. Now let's check these definitions here. The first one, cruel. Cruel. Cruel, unkind and hurting others. Number 2, governess. And we said it before, governess. Governess, a woman who teaches children in their home. A woman who teaches children in their home. The third definition, housekeeper. Housekeeper. Housekeeper is someone who is employed to manage the cleaning, cooking in a house. Someone who is employed to manage the cleaning, cooking, something like this in a house. Number 4, orphan. Orphan, a child whose parents are dead. A child whose parents are dead. Number 5, servant. Servant. Servant is a person who works for people in their house. In this slide, we are going to check some notes. The first one, every day and every day. Every day as an adverb and every day as an adjective. Let's check these examples here. I go to school every day. This is an adverb, and here we use every day as an adjective. He is used to wearing everyday clothes. The second note, everyone and everyone. Everyone, separated words, and everyone. The first one, or the first example, there are no chocolates left. Someone has eaten everyone. We use everyone for things and persons or people, but we use everyone as a one word for just people. Everyone enjoyed the concert. The next note, we have here 3 verbs: win, gain, and earn. Check the conjugation of these verbs. Win, won, gain, gained, gained, earn, earned, earned. The first example here, my friend Adel won a gold medal last year. The next example, he gained a lot of experience by working in his uncle's company. And the third example about earn, teachers don't earn much money as doctors. The next note, we have 2 words here, lonely and alone. The first example about the first word, lonely, no one lives with this old woman. She always feels lonely. Alone, for example, good students should do their homework alone, on their own, by themselves. School as a noun or adjective or verb, school of, and schooling as a noun. Let's check the examples. The first one, my father always drives me to school as a building. We are talking here about school as a building. The second example, she was schooled in hiding her emotions. Here, school is a verb. The third example, we saw a school of dolphins in the sea. A group of dolphins in the sea. And the last example, I think, Alice's dad had only a few years of schooling. The next note, governess and tutor. The first example, governess. A governess is a female teacher in the past who lived with a rich family and taught their children at home. But tutor, for example, Ahmed has made an accident and he can't go to school, so his father brought him tutors to teach him at home. The next note, you have here 5 words or 5 phrases. For example, the first one, a boarding school, a day school, a nursery school, a public or state school, and a private school. The first example about boarding school. Soha was living in a remote area, so she joined a boarding school. A day school, for example, I'm no longer with the nuns, but I'm to attend a day school. A nursery school, Mazen is still 3 years old, so his parents will send him to a nursery school. A public or state school, for example, most Egyptian students go to a public or state school. And the last one, a private school, for example, the fees of private schools are very high. Only rich people can afford them. Now, let's focus on the language. It's about past simple and past perfect. Let's check past simple first. Past simple, he gave you in brackets 4 verbs and the conjugation of these verbs. For example, want, wanted, study, studied, play, played, go, went. And in the first point, try to remember that you use the past simple tense to express actions that started and ended in the past. And the past habits, of course. For example, we traveled to London a year ago. I went to a new school last week. My father used to walk to school when